Hi guys, so today I'm going to be taking the brake and clutch levers off the Honda NX500 and replacing them with some Shorty levers. The reason I'm doing this is the Honda CB500X, I had Shorty levers on those for a number of years actually, and I got used to having the short levers, 2-finger operation, and it just suited me perfectly. So I find these bigger levers now to be really irritating, and obviously you get minimum adjustability. On the brake lever you do get a 6-point adjustment, but you get no adjustment on the clutch. So I just prefer the Shorty levers, and that's what I'm going to do today. Right guys, so what we've got is these ASV Inventions short clutch and brake levers. Let me just show you. So these are the F3 Sport Series, and ASV is a company in the United States, and these are manufactured in the US. And I believe the company is from Huntington Beach, California. So any of you American subscribers, you'll know these levers very, very well. I think they're quite popular in the UK as well. They retail in the UK for about £199, £200. It's quite a lot of money for a pair of short levers. So, all that said, let's have a little look at the levers themselves. We'll look at the clutch one first, because that's the first one I'm going to actually fit. And so this is the packaging, quite solid packaging, really good actually, to be honest. I like products that come in nice packaging. It's just, I know it doesn't really matter, but I just like it. So what you got inside the box is, firstly, you've got the warranty card. So you just scan and you can register these levers. We've then got quite a nice fitting card actually. It's pretty solid. Quite often you get paper, don't you, and it tears over time and rips. But this is pretty solid. It's made out of card. It's very good, and it gives you the models that it fits. And the CB500X is covered. They haven't updated this leaflet yet to include the NX500, but as we know from well, as I know from fitting other parts to this bike, this is the CB500X that's been upgraded and is now called the NX500. There are videos about that if you look on the channel. So here's your model for this particular version, the models that it fits for this particular version. And then you get pictorial instructions on fitting, taking you through step by step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, with pictures to go with that. And just gives you a little bit of advice, which is all common sense. But, you know, if you've never done this before, you just read the instructions and follow them. The levers themselves, you can see this packaging. Look at this. It's absolutely superb. It's set out to protect this product from getting damaged. Let's just have a quick look at the actual brake lever. And this one has the same documentation plus my receipt, and actually does have a further bit of paperwork, which is just telling you about the product itself. So it's the F3 series, and it's from ASV, as I've mentioned. The levers declared as being unbreakable. They've got adjustable reach, and it's multi-adjustment on this. They've got sealed bearings on the pivots, and they've got a 3-year guarantee. The levers themselves are forged 6061 aluminium. You can get optional thumb wheel adjusters, and on mine, if you noticed, they are red, but you can get different colours. So these levers, it says here, are a forged version of the original CNC machined folding lever. These aren't folding. Obviously, you can still get folding levers, but I'm going to be putting bark busters onto my bike, so I don't need folding levers. So there we have the two levers. clutch and brake lever. They say these are about 1¼ inches shorter than standard. I'm not going to go measuring them, but they're definitely going to be shorter. I can tell by the shape of them that they're going to fit my hand perfectly. And remember, with Shorty levers, you get into the habit of 2-finger operation. Very nice, but let's get them fitted. So let's just put that there to protect the paintwork. And what we've got for the job is a 10mm spanner, open-ended ring. And, well, actually it's my Leatherman's multi-tool with a flat-headed screwdriver. I'm only using tools that I carry on the bike to try and do these jobs. And I've got obviously ratchet spanners, I've got big screwdrivers, but I'm trying to use only what I'm going to be carrying. So this nut comes off, a little flanged nut. The bolt remains in place just for now until we loosen off the clutch cable. There we are, just like that. There we go. So that's the cable. That's the lever and cable out. And that's the old one that's going to be dispensed with. So we've got our new clutch lever. And we're just going to do this in reverse. So, oops. That's it. That pops into there. So I've just put a little bit of lock thread on that. And we're going to reinsert it. There we go. So we're doing it all in reverse. So now we've got that in loose, it hasn't been tightened up. I'm going to start adjusting this. And just tighten this up. They do have torque settings for these, but to be honest with you, I'm just going to use my experience to tighten them. Remember, they've got the lock thread on as well, just to tighten. You don't want to over tighten these, but so that's just nipped up, and then so nipped it and a touch, and that's effectively done. Now the adjustment on this, it's multiple adjustment and it's micro adjustment, so it's just tiny, tiny adjustments. That's moving the lever out. At the moment, I don't know where I want those, so we'll just leave them where they are and I'll adjust them as I'm test riding. So with the brake lever, with this one, and specifically to the Hondas, you have a little brake light tab with a screw that you put onto this part of the lever. So it's recommended to use lock thread, which I'm going to use. So I'm going to put that on first and then we'll do the fitting. So this little part here fits onto there. It can only fit the one way around. Some lock thread on that little screw. And I'm just going to, put that in. And I just don't have a tiny Phillips screwdriver with me, actually on me. So I'm going to use this Victorinox Bantam knife, which is blade and multi-tool. There's a whole series of reviews on Victorinox knives is going to be coming onto the channel very soon. And by the time you see this video, the first review should be out. But you can see there, it's got a small flathead screwdriver, but because of the angle, you can, in an emergency, and this is an emergency because I don't want to go back in the garage, use it to tighten small Phillips. You've just got to get it at the right angle. So if I hold it like that, and whoops, you'll see that is moving that little tiny screw round. That's now just nipped up, and then just a slight turn, and that's job done. Excellent, excellent little knife. But there's more to come. So we're going to do the same as we did with the other side. We're just going to put the 10mm ring spanner on there and use the screwdriver actually to hold it while I use the ring spanner to turn it. That's it. And we're just going to remove the bolt itself. That's the bolt out. And that's our old lever. So I've just put a tiny little bit of grease on that cylinder there, and I'm going to reinsert the bolt. And so we've got it nipped and just a touch. That seems to work okay. So that's it installed now. Obviously I'm going to have to fine tune it, but there's an important notice for after the installation before you ride, and that is to put the bike in neutral, which it is, and check the brake lever several times to see that the brakes are actually working. Yeah, I'm happy that that's working. Now we just put the ignition on and we just test the brake light, see if the brake light's working. Big thumbs up, brake light's working, brakes are working. The very last check is that there's no drag in neutral, moving the bike backwards and forwards without the brake lever being pressed. Just pop it back into first gear. Always have it in first gear in case you push it forward and off. So guys, that's it. Everything's done. I'm really happy with that. The levers are exactly what I expected them to be in terms of size and shape. I can feel that that's needing adjusting. The brake lever will need an adjustment. The clutch feels about right, but I'll know that better once I've taken it out for a test ride. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll give you a quick sum up after I've had a test ride. So these ASV levers are superb quality. They're really nice to the touch, very well machined. The adjustment knob here is so easy to use. And indeed, I was adjusting that on the move because it was just so easy and quick to do. Little tiny adjustments, click by click. And you can see there each click moving the lever slightly. So brilliant. Just wind it back in again. Top quality. For me and for my use of these, well worth the money. So guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. It all helps to continue making these videos. Appreciate you watching and keep safe out there.